Scientists may finally have an answer to what caused the Little Ice Age of the 17th century. A new study claims that roughly 50% of a global cooling effect during that era was caused by the loss of 90% of 60 million indigenous lives during European colonization of the Americas.
Most sources point towards a number of 6 million people, like indigenous people living in the Americas. So from 60.5 to 6 million people, that's how we then arrived at the 90% depopulation.
According to the study, Christopher Columbus kicked off European colonization when he landed in 1492. 55 million indigenous people across the Americas died over the next century through events like genocide and disease. That removed millions of carbon producers from the equation and left an estimated 56 million hectares of land vacant.
This population practiced a substantial amount of agriculture. That obviously then had an impact on land management. So there was not enough workforce available to actually manage these fields anymore, which means forest returns or natural vegetation returns.
Nature then reclaimed that land, and the massive jump in plant life and photosynthesis absorbed 7.4 petagrams, or 7 billion metric tons of carbon from the atmosphere and converted that to oxygen and sugar. Those factors resulted in a cooling of the atmosphere. Winters in the Little Ice Age averaged 2 degrees colder than the modern era.
We can't really even talk about apologies or moving forward until we see that full accountability, and boy, someone's got to account for this.
Dr. Pamela Palmater is a well-known activist and faculty member at Toronto's Ryerson University. She told Global News that population figures supported by science have a high value, and Canada's Truth and Reconciliation Commission should take note.
This report substantiates what, the chair of the TRC said, that it wasn't just cultural genocide that Canada committed here. It was also physical and biological. This kind of, scientific hard data shows just how extensive the genocide was, and that means something different for Truth and Reconciliation. There's never been a real accountability for what happened. We just say, we had these good policies and oops, they went wrong. Instead of actually saying, this many people died, this is what we did, these are the people that we sterilized, these are the people that we scalped, these are the people that we murdered, and here's the impact to the earth, to the people, and to us. What does it mean for us as a society?